Итак, рад приветствовать на канале Вами, и мы продолжаем с вами прохождение Deponia The Complete Edition. И, собственно, нам нужно как-то своровать картридж у органонцев. Ну да, что ты мне сделаешь?
God have mercy on you if you let me finish, you boob, and may God have mercy on you if you on you.
Сам кретин. Вот и виси себе. Радуйся, что у тебя сверхпрочное белье нижнее. Так, пойдемте догоним как-то органонцев и заберем у них картридж. Только как это сделать? У нас ни оружия, ничего нет. Только один картридж. Резервный. Все.
You do know what's at stake. If Ulysses had had his way, we'd all perish here on Deponia. Yes, bailiff.
Чего он такой нервный?
Any problems here? No, Prime Controller, sir. Just a relay that short-circuited. This matter's of no concern now. I want to address the crew before we head on to Portofisco. Immediately. As you wish, Prime Controller. You heard the man. Get moving.
Иди в задницу. Какой же нервный тип, однако. Подожди, они вот... Вы прикалываетесь? Вы что, правда такие раздолбаи? Ну так хорошо. Давай заберем. Так, ладно, пойдемте тогда обратно к Голу. В принципе, больше ничего не осталось. Так что, в принципе... Твою мать.
Surprised, are we? I bet you thought you finally made it, huh? Lady Luck loves the righteous, so on and so forth, right? Well, think again, buddy. It's almost ironic. For once in your life, you decide to do the right thing, and immediately you lose everything. Your dream turns into a nightmare. The love of your life is lost, and your home planet gone. I would really
Рано радуешься.
now, but the cable boat is ready, and the ascension codes have been entered. I don't want to let Elysium wait for me any longer. After all, they're expecting a report from me. I could have left already, by the way, but how shall I put it? My back is troubling me. I don't want to do all the rowing by myself. So, hand over the cartridge. Now, Goal's memories about your failed attempt to mess with my plans should still be stored in her short-term memory. I can delete that in a minute. Hand it to me.
Не отдам. Да твою мать.
Always on time, always reliable. I guess I owe you an apology. That rat didn't swallow your cheese, bailiff. But I'm not an unforgiving person. Once Rufus hands over the cartridge, we'll be able to carry out our scheme as planned. Now more than ever.
You heard him, Rufus. Give him the cartridge now.
Но я не отдам.
Be reasonable. I will return to Elysium no matter what. You can't change that. But if you hand over the data, you'll at least have a chance at saving Goal. So, what do you say? Do we have an agreement?
Нет, никогда.
Well, too bad. But I should have known that your pride is more important to you than Goal's life. I bet you already figured out a nice lie to tell her when she wakes up, and then realizes that you've brought her a front row seat for Armageddon. Wait a minute. No, don't waste my time. Give me the cartridge or don't.
Договоримся?
And why, pray tell, should I listen to you? I just want the cartridge. Nothing else.
А если опять никогда?
Give me the cartridge or don't.
Понятно. Ну ладно, лови.
Here's the cartridge. How unusually reasonable of you. And I bet that Goal would be thankful too. Unfortunately, she will never know that you even existed. My. Deponia will make such a great display of fireworks for our wedding.
Ничего, мой дело, я на тебе еще отыграюсь.
Cletus? What happened?
A lot. Can't you remember anything at all?
Of course I can remember. We two were on board an Organon cruiser. We wanted to inspect Deponia, right?
We're on Deponia now. Our mission is over.
Did I fall asleep?
There was an accident. You fell from the cruiser. That's why you can't remember anything. But take a look around. Deponia really is deserted.
Да ладно, ну ты так просто поведешься. Гол, что ты за человек?
Unbelievable. Nothing but junk.
Yes, just junk. Nothing else. Come, let's go home to Elysium. We have to prepare our wedding.
Yes, let's go.
Пипец, как же ее легко обмануть. Эх. Ну, нам пипец получает. Ну да, и нас еще и эти держат.
I'll be on my way too. The way home to Kuvak is long, and I need to prepare for the apocalypse.
Not so fast, Sonny. You didn't think we'd let you leave just like that. You know too much. Also, I believe you have something that belongs to us.
Oh yes, the cartridge.
Хм.
Give it to me. What is it? What are you waiting for?
Oops.
No!
So long,
Неплохо.
suckers.
Давай, 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 лифт. Вот черт.
Get that traitor!
Well, my friend, did you lose something?
Блин, еще и этот здесь.
Bravo, Prime Controller, sir.
Что ж так не везет-то? Давай отберем пушку.
Fist up, so, Rufus.
Ай.
Not that high.
Так, давай сюда. Блин,
Fist up.
твою мать, пандус. Картридж.
Damn, he's too far away.
No one can resist the organon.
Я могу.
See you later.
No, stop!
What are you doing?
Давай полетаем, мудозвон.
Ah, you damn fool! Let go!
Ха-ха-ха-ха. Вот черт. А, блин, мы же разобьемся. Кучу иголок. Ау, еще и ржавых.
So soon? That was a pretty impressive fall. And you managed to land in the pile of needles. Never seen anything like it. You have my respect.
За то, что у меня иголки теперь везде, да?
Everything all right, kid? You seem a bit stressed out.
Твою мать. Да. Пипец. Это... О, да ладно. А куда мы плывем? Вопрос года. Не на Кувак же. Смысл плыть на Кувак?
The course is set. Next stop, the floating black market.
Great. Fine.
Are you all right, Rufus? You sound all tuckered out. You didn't finish telling me what happened up there on the tower. I don't want to be nosy, but is Deponia safe?
Нет. Да?
That's out of my hands now.
Да ладно, то есть мы... А свою планету хоть ненавистной нету. А, ненависти нет. Согласен, хор крутой. Конец это... это первая часть, я так понимаю, да? Закончилась. Да и так понятно, что, наверное, не конец теперь. Да? Или нет? Или да? Так.
Huh?
Почему мы здесь?
Isn't that Ms. Hinkle's junk press?
No, that's the junk press from my trawler. You need to help me fix it.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Ms. Hinkle's junk press
Ну
from the
да.
tutorial in part 1.
So what? Who's going to notice? Those who played part 1 don't even need a tutorial.
Yeah, but I bet they're gonna play it through anyway, because they just can't get enough of me. Count me out. I'm definitely not gonna suffer through this whole tutorial thing again. I mean, it was stupid enough the first time around.
Ah, come on. A little repetition can't hurt.
Then how do you explain this
ну ладно.
blister? That is where I burned myself when I repeatedly put my hand on a hot stove.
You never learn, do you?
Au contraire, I have a nearly photographic memory.
Do you now? So, do you remember how to use the interface in order to talk to someone?
Yes, of course.
Да, помню.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Just point the cursor at me and left click as soon as the speech balloon icon appears.
No prompting.
Зачем?
Talk to Bozo.
You don't have to say that aloud.
Hey, who's talking to you?
Hello there. You clicked on me.
Yeah, and I regret it already. But you see, there's nothing left here that you could teach me. You don't even know,
Соединять предметы, да?
how to look at an object.
But I already know that.
I see. And how?
I point at it with my mouse cursor and right-click when the eye icon appears.
Nonsense. That's not an eye. It's a ping pong ball.
With a pupil?
Yeah, it's loaded.
Why would they use a loaded ping-pong ball as an icon for the action examine?
I'm about to
Не
demonstrate
знаю.
that using the small object lying on the ground over there by pointing the cursor at it and right-clicking as soon as the ping pong ball appears.
I'm holding my breath.
Не стоит такого сарказма
I thought you were going
применять.
to look at
I
that.
can see it. It's lying there.
I meant look at it more. Just point at it and right-click when you see the eye on the cursor.
Ладно.
What's that? But it was a cathode plunger in the last game.
It's the lead head. Believe me. You need it to repair the press.
And how exactly am I going to do that if I can't even pick the thing up?
Sure you can pick it up. Just point at it with the mouse
Eh.
to make the hand icon appear. Then left-click to pick it up.
Хорошо, давай подберем.
Huh? Where'd it go?
You put it in your inventory. You know, where all your items go. You pick the thing up.
Hey, there it is.
Ну, вот он и
Exactly.
есть.
Now, this is your inventory.
I knew that.
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Да, помню. Так возьми.
What am I supposed to...
Looks like a broken spare.
Well, then watch me.
And any
I'm working on...
click on one of the two items with the hand icon.
То есть мне
Attach it to
обязательно
your
это
mouse
нужно было
pad.
сделать.
Then click
Ладно.
on the other.
I was just about...
Хорошо, давай.
Look here, Bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see it in operation.
I know. My handyman skills...
Ну давай ему покажем,
Look
да?
here, Bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see it.
I know.
Ну ладно, давай вставим.
It fits.
Next, you need to.
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
Whatever. When
Нажимаем.
you're ready.
Поехали.
You need to.
Hold your horses, will ya? It's just a button. I think I can manage without your help.
Rufus, don't. You're standing right under the.
Don't panic. You don't think I'd fall for the same feeble gag twice. So, what was that again? I push this button here, and then...
И мы снова...
Didn't look all that feeble to me.
They came out of nowhere. With their cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards.
Механические бороды.
Organized.
Органонцы.
They took our village by
Они
force.
захватили нашу деревню. За собой они оставили лишь разруху и слезы.
They were looking for gold.
Они искали Гол, Элизианку,
The girl that fell
девушку,
from the sky.
упавшую с неба.
And only one person
И
was
только
prepared
один
to
человек
save
был готов ее спасти.
her up.
Он привел ее в чувство.
contacted her fiancé
связался с ее женихом
and took her to the lower
и
ascension
доставил ее на
station.
нижнюю подъемную станцию, лишь с тем, чтобы там узнать ужасную правду. Клитус, жених Гол, действовал вовсе не из любви к ней.
He had an
У него был уговор
with Ulysses
с Уиллисом, таинственным предводителем аргононцев,
and Argus,
и
his
его
right hand.
помощником Аргусом.
They needed the
Им нужны
ascension
были
codes,
коды
hidden
доступа,
away in
записанные в
Gol's
мозговом
brain
импланте
planet.
Гол.
And they wanted to
Они
erase
хотели
her
стереть
memory.
ей память.
They wanted to make
Они
sure
хотели скрыть
no
от Элизиума
Elysium would
то,
ever
что
know
наша
that our
планета
world is
населена.
inhabited. For their goal was
Потому что у
terrible
них была
beyond
жуткая
imagination.
цель.
They wanted to blow up
Они
our
хотели
world.
взорвать нашу планету.
But they had failed
Но они
to
не
reckon
учли, что
with
кое-кто
the
вмешается в их планы. Да ладно, сюрикеном? Чё?
He swapped the
Он
cartridges,
подменил картридж
and he
и восстановил
restored
память
Gold's
Гол,
memory, so that she
чтобы
could
она
bear the
рассказала
truth to
им
Elysium.
Элизиуму правду.
The name of
Этого
this
человека,
one man, this
этого
selfless hero,
самоотверженного
was
героя звали Руфус. Неплохое выступление, мне нравится. Так. А, я думал, все подвисло снова. Да-да-да-дум. Том-бам.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit
Да,
unbelievable.
иронично.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that.
Что за
well,
хрень?
I was about to get to that part. So listen up.
Тарарам, тарарам, тарарарам. Тум-ту-туру-ту-тум, тум-ту-тум-ту-туру-ту-тум.
You're being pathetic and about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing back due to the tea socks I threw to the lampshades rim borders on Anadon's gone.
Блин, молодцы, ребята, классно. Сделали все же. Мне нравится.
Not to start all over again.
Chaos on Deponia. Итак, я так понимаю, это вторая часть игры. Да. Только почему хаос? Мы же сейчас плывем на барже Бозу.
Trash. Trash.
Почему хлам?
And more trash.
Isn't it
Ну не
adorable?
красота ли? О, какая милая
Yeah,
бабуся.
sure.
Так,
Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart
Умника.
young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him
Точку.
than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm
Почему
steadily
был?
improving.
That's right. Right now,
Ты таким и
for
остался.
example, he is helping
Но
both
всё равно
of me get the trawler shipshape.
можешь
So I
делать
am. I was
хорошие
gonna ask you
поступки.
whether I can borrow your
Да.
hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
Упс. Так, кнопка слива.
I just don't like it when people snoop around and invade my privacy.
Так а при чем тут твое пространство?
But, Grandma, Rufus isn't a peeping Tom.
Ну ладно. Давай ящик тогда с инструментами откроем.
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Твою мать,
Those
птичка!
days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Ну-ка, птичку спаси быстрее!
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus?
Да
Brutal?
вытащи!
Never.
Вытащи, не поворачивайся! Что ты делаешь? Бедная птичка, блин! Нам пипец. Блин.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your
Твою
fears are
мать!
completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
Пипец. Птичку, блядь, подними. Нет, я не буду смывать птичку. Блин. Молоток возьми.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Не поворачивайтесь, пожалуйста. Хорошо?
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that
Птичка.
I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
Did he even wash his hands?
Of course he did. Rufus is very clean.
That's good. I have a very limited supply of water.
Затуши. Затуши пламя, пожалуйста.
Can a person really change so much?
It's very simple.
Нет.
Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Скатертью затушить пламя. Да.
Will you promise me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
Только рукожоп еще тот. Затуши огонь.
Promise.
Not Rufus. When I met, but at heart,
Да. Да возьми скатерть.
So he's more
Извините,
careful than he
простите
used
за
to be?
это.
yeah, he's finally started learning from his mistakes.
Да ни хрена он не начал учиться на своих ошибках. Значит, инвертер нужен. Да возьми ты его, ёшкин дрын. Ага.
If that's all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
Это пипец.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Нет!
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
Прости, птичка.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Ай.
Absolutely.
Good. Good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month.
Забери птичку.
Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
Oh, Grandma, as if that would be at all necessary.
С
You
катертью.
almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
Простите, пожалуйста.
If
Можете
you
выбрасывать
promise
меня за
me
борт.
that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Нет, пти!
Promise.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Джон Томас. Помянем.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Простите, пожалуйста, меня. Что ты натворил? Да хоть потуши!
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through
Что
all
ты
that.
делаешь?
I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close
Да.
enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the
Огромная
falling blade
ракатка.
if you want to hold on to your fingers.
Ну, давай.
Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Дедуля, нет!
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc or go to Elysium. Save Doc or go to Elysium. Darn it. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Да спасти Дока, твою мать.
I think I can reach it. Oh, not quite. Must be because of the wind.
Да, из-за ветра. Что делать, что делать, что делать, что делать? Еще раз на меха нажать?
Huh. The gas from the bottle is being blown toward the flames. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to light the gas. Too bad. That would be a cool party trick. Nope. Too bad. Too bad. That would be a...
Так, ладно, а что тогда делать? Подожди.
And-
Ручка сковородки?
Oof. Perfect body control, as always.
Бля.
I could hit
Гильотина.
that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt the Doc would still be in...
Ладно, давай подумаем. Куда мы можем бросить? Фейерверки отрезать.
I can scratch a little black powder out of there. That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles.
Так,
Right
сковородка.
momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. If the black powder reaches the
Не
flames,
очень реалистично,
it could
Руфус.
ignite the gas, and then there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc!
Ты ему бошку разбил. Придурок. Ожидаемо. А, а. Да-да-да, том-том-дом-том-том-том.
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing
Ты
to
еще и живой
understand.
остался?
The whole story is nothing but one big filthy
Ах ты мудила.
lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. Now, it's useless. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius.
Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it.
The part that is naive and idealistic.
The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in.
But there is a third part as well. And that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal?
There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course.
Ну
you
какая
can't.
же она...
Thanks
Эх,
to this Fleabag's
Ладно.
brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been
Вот была бы
damaged.
тут Тони, она бы все порешала.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
You still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall.
No, no, this isn't right.
Oh, come on. Do what is best for Gold.
Так, подожди, ладно.
That
Лашка.
looks like an ejector seat. Huh, there's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat. I'm
Кнопка.
what's best for Goal.
No, don't!
Ha!
Nothing. Why? I wonder if...
Uh-oh. No, Goal!
You
Ага, опять.
Goal! No, 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 no!
You blasted idiot!
Cletus, help me!
Hang on. Don't panic. I'll come and get you. Somehow.
Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic. I'll get you.
Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here?
I'm coming, Goal. Hang in there.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm on my way.
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you
Еще
really
и
think
трос.
you could get away
А,
like
боже.
that? Say bye-bye, Rufus.
Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Ah!
Да ладно.
Oh dear, what have I done?
Понятно, он такой же придурок, в принципе, как и мы, даже еще
I
хуже.
still can't believe
Блин.
he really did that. No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on all the others. I know.
Ну да, на
What
всех
is that
остальных.
noise?
Но на мягенькое.
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect.
Да.
Rufus. Ouch.
Но впервые за все время мы упали на мягко. Да. Почти. Так.
Everything's ready for detonation, Bailiff.
Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else?
Are there no new instructions? We could start the countdown now.
I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver.
Так подожди, как вы
This is
взорвете?
about destroying the zone around the Rust-Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet.
I see, Bailiff.
Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Bailiff.
Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed.
Ну,
I
так в
have too
любом...
many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings. So get out! Out, I say!
Yes, sir.
В любом случае они
Where the
подорвут
devil is
планету.
Cletus?
Привет. Не, ну слушайте, получилось двух зайцев одним выстрелом.
Only the most epic tales feature cool depictions of saw blades crushed in cable-bound walls. The attempt is all blunt stunt, affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sun, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to
Ну да.
send him to a 10-second chance for a decent happy ending, a grand fling with dancing and booms. And so forth.
Танцами блуклом, говоришь? Ну ладно. Ни хрена себе город. То есть это и есть черный рынок? Блин, он огромный. Я здесь потеряюсь. Черт. Это писец. А где гол?
I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh. We seem to have docked. But where is everybody? Huh. A note from Bozo, that old pirate.
Старого пирата Боза. Хватит его так называть, он нормальный мужик.
Good morning, lazy bones. Doc took gold to his office. Huh. Finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well, yada yada yada, blood from her ears, blah blah blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising.
Кровь из ушей?
Something else. Don't
Что?
forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me?
Ты себе льстишь. Что ж, ребята, здесь, конечно, серия будет прям насыщенная. Мне прямо самому уже не терпится начать вторую часть проходить. Но в любом случае, большое спасибо за просмотр. Надеюсь, вам все понравилось. И, в принципе, что, всем удачи и услышимся.